This is us starting a podcast. Ariel, you do an intro.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Ring Gear Remix. It's the podcast where we pretend like we have the credentials to make a new outfit for somebody. Hey, we have opinions. Why not? I'm Ariel Italic.
Oh, I'm the DJ that plays the music when she mouths words to songs.
That's me. And we've got a special guest here. It's Arsenio Hall.
That's great. I can just be Jordan Olds because you can't see like my face, and like that's the whole difference.
Oh,
I
between
suppose.
Me and that.
I mean, they can't see my face, but I'm Ariel Italic right now.
Yeah, that's an interesting. Let's unpack that, as the children say.
I feel like the character, I feel like the character of Arsenio can like only exist if you can see the face, and it like changes like how I behave. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's like you're possessed by him.
Yeah, 100%. Like if you on my own podcast, like I'm just me. I'm not like Arsenio, and then there's Drew and Jared. Like that doesn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Arsenio's I always thought it was.
No, he's not friends with them.
He's not.
He wouldn't be. No.
That's so
they
sad.
work for him.
Oh, I guess that's true. Right.
Yeah. They're his employees.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I am also an employee. So I also work for the, you know what I mean?
Interesting.
I have a better...
I didn't know that about this character.
Yeah, I have weirdly... I have like logical rules to my stupid demon persona.
No, of course. Obviously. Everyone does. Everyone does.
Let me write the spooky people in the wrestling. I'll
Speaking
help.
of which,
oh boy,
we're about to talk about. It's almost Halloween, everyone. We're recording on the Monday before Halloween. I don't know when we're releasing this.
It's always on a Thursday.
On
so
Halloween.
It will be on
This will be our Halloween episode.
Everyone, it's Halloween today. Happy Halloween. You might be listening after Halloween.
But like today is Halloween in your, as Berica would say, tomorrow is yesterday and today is the future.
yes.
I'm glad.
So for our Halloween episode, we're going to talk about Jimmy Havoc because he wants to be a nice Halloween man, but he's a bad Halloween man.
He's a bad Halloween man. Look, that's why I'm here as a part of the spooky Halloween episode.
Yeah.
It's all adding up. Jimmy Havoc.
We definitely planned it this way, and it wasn't a series of last-minute cancellation.
Not at all.
I do have to point out, I'm sorry, this is a Patreon subscriber suggestion. I know that we might have gotten to Jimmy Havoc eventually anyway, but if you want to tell us who to rate and review and we're not going to subscribe to people, but if you want to tell us who to remake, go to our Patreon and subscribe to it, and you can define the next episode of Ring Gear Remix. Apologies that I'm losing my voice, by the way.
Do you need a tea? Do we need to pause?
I made a tea. I don't know where it is right now. I might have already chugged it. I've
here.
had so much tea already. But Heather Lynn suggested that we do Jimmy Havoc. So thank you, Heather Lynn, for being a supporter on our Patreon, and you all should be as well.
Your voice right now, like I'm listening.
Extra soothing.
It's so soothing. I was gonna say, like I've been listening.
Like I'm listening to NPR.
Yeah, I got Dune on Audible, and you sound like you're reading Dune to me.
Oh, weird.
I hate that book.
You hate that book?
I've tried reading. I've read the first 200 pages maybe 7 times, and I do not understand what happens in them.
I have rewound the whole time. And yeah, this entire first chapter has just been chewing sounds. I can only describe it as people reading onomatopoeia.
Because it's like all the names are just weird and made up.
It's just a lot of explanation. I got really into it at one point though. So I might agree with you, but
how many pages deep are you?
I have no fucking idea. His hand's in the box and he's going to maybe get stabbed with the needle.
That's usually about as far as I get.
That's so far in the beginning. That's like the first chapter.
Yeah, that's not 200 pages. That's literally 2 pages.
200 pages.
2 pages.
I read fully.
Well, then that's as far as I've gotten.
That's terrible. You read the first chapter. I've gotten 2/3 of the way through that book, and then I was just like, oh, I don't want to read any more of this. I just went to the Wikipedia page to see what the plot summary was.
It's so long.
It's not great. Like there's a lot of world building, but the world is completely incoherent.
So, and there's just too many words to learn. I feel like it's like in another language. It's like when they start speaking Elvish or some shit, and you're like, I don't I literally don't know what that means.
Yeah, I have no idea. Look, I'm gonna give it a shot. Like I was
Is this your first attempt?
this is my first attempt.
Oh, okay.
And it's I was like,
This is a Dune podcast now.
It's Dune podcast. It's me talking about. Listen, Jimmy, shave your head.
Okay, wait. We have to.
Refocusing.
We're starting. We have to start with what Jimmy currently wears
Yeah.
and what it says about his character, or what his character is, regardless of what his outfit says.
Do you know? Please explain this. Do you know this character?
Yeah, he's just like he's king of the goths in heavy scare quotes.
Ooh, yeah.
He's drunk and he's mean and he's
Is he
sadistic.
drunk?
Yeah, he likes booze a lot.
Okay.
He likes
Sure.
drinking. He likes getting violent when he's drinking. He
dark.
and then he just beats people up and he loves hurting people and he's in a bad mood all the time. And he has and that's the character. I don't think he comes up with clever ways of hurting his opponents. He's sinister in that way. He likes paper cuts. That's not a personality trait. It's just a fact.
Right.
But like, I don't know. Yeah, that's the character. That's all there is. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's like a secret layer of depth. There's no like demon possessing him. There's no alter ego situation. He's just a mean man.
He's a mean man. If that's all we have to go off of, I think
He might be nice in real life. I've like talked to him for like maybe 5 seconds once.
Yeah, I have.
He seems actually pretty nice in real life.
His Twitter has lots of pictures of him hugging people that I enjoy.
That's
It
great.
seems like he's just hugging people that I want to be friends with.
Right. So like in his shoot, Jimmy is like maybe just like kind of sweet, but like, you know, the character is a mean man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it might be. I need him to shave his head, and I don't know if it's me reacting because I'm like I am also an aging goth, and I'm like I'm hoping it's not like a Dorian Gray mirror kind of thing where I'm like seeing
Jimmy Havoc is your portrait in the attic.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, is that what
That's
I look
my
like
future.
now? I think if we're doing the remake, I think. I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
For what we should do.
Well, like let's go over why the outfit is bad now first.
Okay.
I mean,
The hair.
The hair.
Start from the top and we'll work our way down.
Look, the hair is bad. I don't think that I feel
it's like a goth comb over.
but it's not covering the bald part.
No.
because he's like. I think he wants the illusion that if he shaves his head into the bald part, we won't notice that it's a bald spot.
I think that's what he's going for.
Yeah, we see it. We
Big
know. We know you're not shaving. We know you're not shaving that like, and there's hair there.
None.
We can see it as a bullseye. It looks
Clocked.
like yeah.
Yes.
I think his makeup situation is dated.
Bad.
It-
Not detailed, messy, lazy.
It doesn't feel fresh, current, and thought through.
No.
I like a well thought out makeup.
I think.
And
it
like
would've
if
been-
you're a goth character, like go full drama with it, bitch. Like the like smudgy eyes are not enough for me.
it's the smudgy eyes are. You know, from like 2005 when he was a lot younger.
Yeah.
And that's what, when you're first putting on makeup as a scene kid and you're like, and you're discovering that you look beautiful or something.
We should pause.
We should pause.
Okay, we
the
paused for a second because Jordan Sushi came. We're back.
Yeah, I got some sushi. So, okay. So I think it's like, it's the look you have when you first discover doing like, makeup as like a straight man, I guess.
Interesting.
But he has his whole outfit just hasn't evolved from being a 15-year-old, and I get that. I think like that was like part of the charm of the character because they reference it,
Right.
And like they're like, you still look like you did in middle school or
Right.
whatever. That's what the heels say to him, but I think the threshold of where it's endearing has passed.
I agree. But going detail by detail under the eye makeup is a horrible mask usually.
Oh, yeah.
Like bad like Gothic Renaissance post Halloween sale mask with like, you know, like it's like clearly like foldable material, like it's not leather of any kind. It's like some kind of felt with like maybe some spikes in it.
The first time we ever saw him, I thought it was when we were in that weird gym that was sweating and that guy broke his whole foot off.
Yeah.
But we saw...
So one of our fans is going to know exactly what show you're talking about.
They're going to be like, that was the best show, but also that was gross.
It was actually one of the best shows I've ever
really
been
sick.
to in my life.
But... yeah, he came out with like a gas mask thing, and I sort of understood that. But this version of it where it's like a plastic like front of a train, but on a human face.
Yeah, very Doom Train Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah.
It's not wonderful. And then the clothes, unremarkable, usually.
The clothes, there's usually a horrible, over intricate trench coat that like maybe makes sense in Japan if you're beautiful.
Right.
But like when you're not beautiful, it just looks insane. Like if you're like a beautiful androgynous, like sort of like David Bowie type character with like anime fantasy face, like you can maybe pull off that off that trench
and
coat.
it's a maybe.
yeah.
That coat is like a digitally designed for like a Soul Calibur character.
Yeah, very Tekken. Yeah.
Yeah. And even they're pushing it.
Yeah, and then, even then you're like, I'm not playing as that character. I am not learning his combos. Like I am not spending time watching that long trench coat clip through his legs for
Absolutely
as
not.
I like wade through learning like up, down, left. No, it's not happening. I'm picking the cute girl.
Yeah. You be the cute girl. She wouldn't wear that.
No. And then there's like boots on the feet. There's like a bad boot, like a bad like cyber dog boot.
Yeah.
Do you know what are you laughing at Cyberdog? Do you know what Cyberdog is?
I don't. I just think it's. I was still laughing at like it immediately made me think of when the people on The Masked Singer wore that fetish gear for their dance number.
What?
I still haven't seen this show.
So
me neither.
the Masked Singer has a character that is the Rottweiler, and so all of his backup dancers have pup play masks on.
Yeah, big time.
I'm sure the costume department didn't realize what that was.
One faggot knew, bitch.
Someone, but most of the audience doesn't realize because they also have there's one like woman who's wearing it, and I'm like, no, that's
she can do it.
She can, but I think she's the first woman ever to do it.
No, Landon Tighter.
Okay, second. But like it's crazy to watch because I was just like, you thought you found like, oh, this is great, masks for dogs. This is just what I need for this dance number. And it's like, no,
bitch.
You're inserting a layer of subtext that you did not intend.
Speaking of
that
puppy
mask
play,
is for inserting.
have any of you seen The Lighthouse?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Don't.
Never mind.
I know you think it's that they're gay.
They're gay.
Now I'm gonna watch the whole movie like that, and that'll be fun.
I mean, it's literally just the plot.
I've seen only tweets about how The Lighthouse is about how they're gay.
They're gay.
Yeah. I don't know anything about.
There's
the movie.
a puppy play scene.
All I knew is that there was.
Stop! I haven't.
Okay, that's it.
I gotta watch The Witch and then this. You gotta give me a minute.
Okay.
Now I know there's this puppy play later on. Crazy.
I feel like there's no way that's a plot spoiler. That couldn't possibly affect your it couldn't be a surprise.
I wanted to be surprised and affected by this puppy play.
You
and
will
now
be.
I can't.
It's moving.
And no one writes in a puppy play twist ending.
Fucking I am now.
All right, everyone. Well, when you go see Jordan's movie, no going in.
Okay, my idea for Jimmy Havoc's character is puppy play.
Oh no!
He just comes out in the full puppy outfit.
I hate it.
Bald though. We shaved his head.
I mean,
okay.
I had a different idea, and it's better, but like that.
Okay,
that's
just one of them.
Okay, that exists in the room. What's your other idea?
I was thinking like he just does like a full Sisu C face.
Susie Sue?
Susie Sue. I'm stoned and drunk. Yes. Whatever. Just do the full face, the full glam, big eyes, big black lines all over. Just go full white clown face underneath it. Just with the bald head. You don't need the big hair. That's like whatever. Like that's like a fun accessory. And then like maybe just like a weird gossamer black dress.
A black
weird
dress?
80s goth like a weird gender bending, creepy goth thing.
Okay.
Wow, you both hate it.
No,
Don't
I
love
can't. I can't see it on him. I like it.
I just
think
like all torn and shit, and he's just like a weird goth like.
You know, I don't see a lot of goth elders getting into dresses. I feel like
Bitch, you have not been to enough goth parties.
that's fair. But I feel
There are a
Oh,
lot
I've
of
seen
goth
him.
elders in
I
dresses.
don't love it.
I love it. I love an old withered goth man in a like a spooky gossamer dress. Are you kidding?
That's the thing. He's not withered enough.
He's pretty withered. Bitch.
I mean, in the arms maybe. I don't know. Like, my idea is to move away from the goth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's like crazy and fucked up and like angry and all this stuff, and I don't know. I have this vision of just like post baby acid trip Ewan McGregor, and that's the character in Train Spotting. You give him
so
that.
he's sort of like bedraggled,
I
Yeah.
like that.
like
Just
ripped
like-
up, like
ripped up,
sweat stained.
sweaty, just like if he's because he is that.
And
So
then you
just
can, like paint. Yeah, I love it actually. You
Yeah.
could like paint like a more ghastly face on him a little bit.
yeah, for
Like-
sure.
like black eyes and stuff.
100%. You just lean into the fact that like because then it feels
Ripped black jeans,
scary and dangerous
and like a
'cause
little sad.
it's sad and dangerous. You're like, is this guy's gonna fight? Like,
Is he
people
okay?
would like maybe not fight, but then he's like going out there and biting people,
Yeah.
and eating thumbtacks.
I actually love
and
it.
it makes so much sense with the
Jordan,
character.
I'm obsessed with.
That's
this.
better
Have
than-
you? Did you think of this just now?
Yeah.
That's-
When you were describing the character, I was like, oh, this is what I want to see.
Yeah, no.
It's funny because when you were describing the character, I was like, oh, he went and saw the Joker opening night. I was like,
It is very Joker
I was
opening
like, he
night,
needs,
though.
I was like, he needs
One ticket to Joker,
like
please.
he has 1 week where he just wears the Joker makeup because that's his thing.
Was that your idea?
Yeah, but then I was like, but I didn't. I was like, he can't wear the Joker makeup for any time at all because it is too topical and it dies immediately. Not
Yeah.
that wrestling has any problem with going off trend, but I think that it is more evergreen.
There's just too many psycho clowns in wrestling already.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
I actually like a handful of this wrestling psycho clowns.
Yeah.
I know at least 4, and they're all just wonderful people.
But I think that the character detail that he likes the Joker movie is better than him looking like the Joker movie. I think that he should be a sweatbag grossoid.
Yeah, I think
can actually picture it perfectly.
It's
yeah,
really
right,
good.
it makes a lot
Doc
of sense.
Martens,
Yes.
ripped like skinny jeans.
Yep.
A white tank top with sweat
Yes.
stains.
Yes, exactly.
And like blackened eyes.
Yeah.
Bald.
Great.
Bald
Great.
shit, and it can be growing in too, like
Yeah,
like
he
like
can look a little
you
scuzzy.
and
Yeah.
and it's just like fits with like his arms are all fucked up from the death matches anyway, and it would look
Totally.
awesome. He would be so much more genuinely intimidating, and it still is like a version of spooky, but it isn't goth.
Totally. But if you wanted to take it into a more cartoony direction, you could like make him like more withered, like
Yeah.
paint on wrinkles and shit like that, like kind of like a drag king.
Yeah,
kind
like
of,
80s productions of Sweeney Todd.
Totally. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, like the guy opposite of Angela Lansbury. But also, speaking of Joker,
Angela Lansbury?
It was in the first like
In the Broadway production.
Angela Lansbury was in Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, she was Mrs. Lovett.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
She was really good.
I didn't know that.
She's really good in it. Yeah, she
I've
whips
only
ass.
seen like the Helena Bonham Carter.
Oh, she's very bad in that role.
what?
not a good. That
I mean,
movie
so-
not good.
It's not good, but I still like it.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
So Helena Bonham Carter plays sort of like a sad, withered woman, but like the original Mrs. Lovett is just like a gross pig lady.
Yeah,
Oh,
Like Angela Lansbury is just like soiled and has like a sick child accent. She's like, "Oi, governor, you want me pies?" And she's just like a disgustoid.
yeah.
Oh,
that's-
I like Helena Bonham Carter's better.
It just doesn't work.
It doesn't make sense. The relationship.
This is
doesn't
a
make
lady
sense.
who
That's
bakes
why,
people into pies on the regular. She can't just be like a gossamer flower. She's
Wait,
like,
I actually now like the Tim Burton movie more.
No,
Ugh.
because like By the Sea doesn't make sense if if you could actually see them together. You know what I mean?
Jordan, you have strong opinions on Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, this is
I don't know. I like a Grand Guignol shit.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Mrs. Lovett just has to be grosser, and
So does Jimmy Havoc.
Yes.
yeah, there we go. We tied it back. Everyone,
Segues.
I feel like we have said more than enough in this episode. Do we have closing thoughts that relate to Jimmy Havoc?
You brought up dressing like the Joker. Friend of my show, like one of our 2 Minutes directors, Jess Lane, dressed up as the Joker stairs.
Oh no.
For Halloween.
Oh no.
She just was
controversial.
It was so fucking funny. And so yeah, for 1 week I want Jimmy Havoc to dress like the Joker stairs.
Yeah, love that. Obsessed with that.
Okay, everyone. Well,
Oh, you don't get Ariel's more like bombastic laughter today because she's
I'm sorry,
sleepier.
I
and-
She doesn't
barely
feel
talk.
good.
I feel fine. It's just that my voice is gone. I don't know what the fuck happened.
That's kind of like that's kind of fun when that happens a little.
I guess it's weird.
It doesn't hurt?
No, I mean, I think if I tried to talk louder, it would hurt.
Right, but like you just can't. So
I just
it's fun.
can't. This is all the power I have. Which is going to be weird when I listen back to this in editing.
But you've got full like NPR voice, so it's fun.
Great, everyone.
Can you tell me like patiently about what Trump did today?
Oh, I don't know if I have patience for that. I know that he went to Game 5 of the World Series, and everyone booed him and chanted "Lock him up," and I think that's wonderful.
I
also
do
think
feel
it's-
like I'm listening to NPR.
It's great.
I tried very hard not to listen to NPR.
Oh, I listen to the NPR politics podcast every day.
I know that we do too much wrestling because the first thing I saw of the Trump baseball thing was because like that guy Batista tweeted it, and all the wrestling people like
Love
tweeted
it.
it because he was booing at the thing.
Good job, Batista. Okay,
Good
we're
job.
done here. Bye.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
He likes dogs. Good for him.
He does.